right. Hello. Welcome. We're back. Um, from our long vacations. Pardon me if I sound a little tired. Yeah, I'm recording this day. I came back from, the plane. We took a red eye in, and it was up, you know, almost 24 hours. So my brain is like, ooh. Pardon me. I think it's better if we do it this way, so you guys get it right out of the way. I get this video out of the way too. So, hello. Of course, if you guys didn't tell, I went to Vegas, and of course, the happiest place on earth, a Disneyland. So, let's briefly recap of Vegas, and then we'll go straight into Disneyland uh, shortly. So let's do it. So Vegas was pretty much a shortened version of what we normally do. We didn't hit up Joe's nor Premium North, but we did pretty much everything else we wanted to. And yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, bonus unboxing at the end. So I figured I mentioned that. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Vegas. Typical Vegas vacation. You can go watch one of our previous recaps, and you get the idea of what we normally do. So I don't have anything really special to talk about in that regard. Now, the one that I was very excited for, and I was kind of worried. I was like, am I gonna like this as much as I did as a kid, or nah? It was just as fun as I remember. Disneyland, and I'm just happy thinking about it. Yeah. So we went to Disneyland and of course California Adventure. So I did both parks. Sorry, that's the wrong way. I didn't even use the guide map with me this time. I used the app. If I can get my phone. Probably not as I think it's back there. It's okay. Um, By the way, the Disneyland app is wonderful. Give it a download, especially if you're going. It's wonderful. Give it a download. Anyway, so let's talk Disneyland. The number one big difference between this vacation is a couple things. There's actually two things. Number one, this is the first time we've been to a Disney park in 8 years, and the first time we've been back to Disneyland in 11 years. I think the last time we went was 2014. I think it was 2014. So, yes, it's been a while. So, yeah. I so yeah. Let's go day by day. Let's do a day by day recap. Um Also, I want to briefly mention, I want to give a shout out to the security at Disneyland. Absolutely wonderful, very friendly people down there. Um, Cast members at some rides were not so great, but most of them were great. But security, they hands down were best of the best. Shout out to those guys. Good, great job. I think a lot of them are former like police department retirees and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks. Yeah, we stayed at by the way, I don't know if you can see that. We stayed at the Grand Californian. I highly recommend you do. Um, Back in the day, the price difference used to be huge. I think it was like $2,000 more, like per day or something. It was ridiculous. Now it's to the point where I think it's like $500 more for your entire visit per person. So I think if you're gonna stay at a Disneyland resort, go all the way. Stay at Grand California. Here's why. Because if you come out and go follow the path, there's a direct entrance to the California Adventure Park, Disney California Adventure. There's a direct entrance. In fact, let me pull up the guide map. I think I might be able to find it. Um, yeah, right here. Oh crap, right here. Oh no, you just go up, and then this way is Soren, and then this way is Grizzly Peak, and then you go up to Little Mermaid over here. Yeah. Again, I am. As I said, I was worried I wasn't gonna like this as much as I did as a child, but I still love Disneyland as much as I did when I was young. And for context, the first time I went to Disneyland, I feel like I'm gone a full circle. The first time I went to Disneyland was 2007 at the end of the 50th anniversary celebration. Back in the day, um, and I was a very young, so that's the first time I went to Disneyland was the 50th, the end of the 50th, 2007. So the 50th lasted actually 2 years. So yeah, I'll give my voice a break for 2 seconds. All right, so I also want to talk about wheelchair. My family had a wheelchair. My grandma used a wheelchair throughout the experience. It's very good. It's very good. It's great. If you literally for some rides, it's like the old fast pass. Um, Even the ones without lightning lane, some of them are like the old fast pass, like Peter Pan, for example. You go through the exit, and they give you a return time. It's like the old fast pass, but on your phone instead. So it's great. It definitely saved us a lot of time. Um, big amount of time. It saved us like hours. I'm gonna say saved us at least 3 or 4 hours. Um, we would go, get one for Peter Pan, and we could hit all the dark rides and come back to Peter Pan, and then finish Fantasyland out, man. That's the way to do it. So if you have a wheelchair or you consider getting a scooter, there's also perks that come with it. If you do like get a scooter, you can go through the exit and stuff like that, like I mentioned. I personally recommend it. If you are, even slightly mobile, having mobile issues of moving, mobility issue. If a little bit of mobility issues, I would consider getting it personally, because yeah, the only rides that gave me problems were Smuggler's Run and Soren, because you have to go down the hill for Soren. You have to go down the hill, this hill, and then you have to go up the hill when you're done. And then Smuggler's Run, you have to go up this like windy thing, and then you get to the room. So yeah, it's not. Nah, eh, those two are the hardest for me to push. If you're curious. Anyway, let's talk day by day. Um, we're at 8 minutes already. Wow. Okay, I can talk about Disney for days on end. So also we had Lightning Lane, which also was a great help. So the combination of the two gratefully made this vacation a lot more pleasant, and I think it was worth every cent of those additional expenses for us. So maybe not for you, but for us, I think it was worth it. If you're curious, if you have Disney questions, go watch. I'm gonna give this guy a shout out eventually, but yeah, I'll shout him out. Or ask me. Ask me. You can feel free to, especially if you know me, if you DM me and stuff. Feel free to ask me questions if you're going on vacation. So yeah. All right. Let's start talking about day one, Disneyland. Woohoo! Okay, so we started at Disneyland, and we did we wrote we hit by the way, here's the layout of the park if you've never been to Disneyland. I'm gonna show you the map. Here you go. This is Disneyland Park. If you've never been before, um this is new for us. And then this is kind of new for us. This is the remodeled version of Toontown. So yeah, So we started day one with Fantasyland because we're getting we're getting old. So especially if you're gonna have a rough back or you want to ease into your day, um, especially if the crowds are moderate. By the way, I want to mention when we went, was I think it was the 20. Wait, let me look at. I have a calendar on my computer so I can look at this. We went from the 20th to the 24th. So, the weekend between the start of the 70th and Memorial Day weekend. We were in Vegas Memorial Day weekend. So, yeah. So we started with Fantasyland. I think the first ride we rode was no, we started with Tomorrowland. We started with Star Tours. I remember because we were like, what are we gonna ride? Because we got to the early entry sign and we're like, what are we gonna ride? And then we're like, Star Tours is here. Let's go. And it was a mistake. As much as I love Star Tours, my back I was like, ugh. So we hit Fantasyland next, and we did your typical stuff, your Dumbos, your Peter Pans, your stuff. We even did Casey Jr., which is a favorite of mine, which is not at any other Disney park, as well as I did Mr. Toad like 3 times because it's one of my favorites. And it's an underrated ride, by the way. At least in my opinion, it's an underrated ride. I don't think we did Small World that day, did we? And then we did Big Thunder that day too. So yeah, and then we kind of went back to the room. And this was a trend for us. About 3 or 4 o'clock, we'd go back to the room, take a nap for about an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and then go back to the park. Go ride maybe a ride or two, and then go have dinner, and then go continue riding rides till park close. So yes, we truly stayed park open and park closed, but took a break in the middle. Um, Normally we don't do that, but this time we did because we're all getting older. So, um, yeah, I think we did Haunted Mansion that day too. So yeah, and that last night, that the end of the night, we did. I'll never forget it. We did Space Mountain. We were in the front row, and I don't know if I'm getting old or what, but I felt nauseous at the end. I was like, I was like, oh. So just keep that in mind. I remember Disney World's one being smoother. I don't know if that's just memory or what. So yeah, yeah. So that's day one for you. By the way, if you want to skip through, just me talking story, of course I'll try and put timestamps if I remember, and then we'll just get to merch in a moment. So yeah, Disneyland. Oh, that day we also went to California Adventure. We rode Monsters Inc. I think. But yeah, so let's get to day two, California Adventure. We went to the park super early. We went to the park at rope drop, I think. We literally hit it just before rope drop, and we rode. Uh, Literally, so as I said, I don't know if this is like the 15th take I'm doing in this video, so just in case I didn't say it, this is where we enter from. You see that little pathway? Yeah, you come up, and then this way you can go either way. We hit. Oh, where is it? Here is it? Here it is. We hit Soarin' first. Soarin's one of our family's favorite rides, so we hit Soarin' first, and then Little Mermaid was closed, and we're like, what are we gonna do? So we hit the pier. We hit We hit pretty much the whole back end of the pier. Silly Symphony swings and stuff like that. Yeah, when we did Goofy Sky School, my family does not like that ride, but I absolutely do. But the drop at the drop, one of the drops was very, very, very much more steep than I remember. I don't know. Yeah, so and then we hit Toy Story and stuff like that. We didn't hit Cars Land that day, but we hit Avengers Campus and we did Web Slingers, which, in my opinion, I don't think deserves the hate that it gets. But I don't know. That's just me. My arm was a little sore, but I think it was an enjoyable experience. Web Slingers. So yeah. That's pretty much day two. I don't really have very much else to say on that end because everything else we're gonna talk about in a moment. I'm going to let the computer cool down for a bit. I can smell it, so I'm gonna let it take a rest. We're gonna take a cut, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I realized I forgot to talk about watercolor happiness. We saw that on our second night. I'll save that for the end because that's a highlight. We'll save that for the end. We went back to Disneyland for night three, for day three rather, and we hit up pretty much similar stuff. We hit up Bayou Country. We hit up Winnie the Pooh. We did I think we did. Yeah, I think this is the day we did Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, for the first time. That was great. Um, I think we did Buzz Lightyear this day, if I remember correctly. See, I don't even remember. We did Indiana Jones this day. I think we did a day one too. By the way, so, a bit of advice: unless you're into really really bumpy, I recommend trying not to ride in row one, because we were riding row one and we were like, oh crap. We were sore at the end. So yeah, pardon my knees in the shot. So yeah, we did Big Thunder and the usual stuff. We did basically a second over at the park. And this is the first day we rode Rise of the Resistance. So that was absolutely wonderful. And we'll talk about best rides, but spoiler alert, it's on we're gonna do top 5 best rides. And spoiler alert, that's on the list. Yeah. So that was day 3. Day 4, we went back to DCA. We hit up Cars Land. We did Radiator Springs Racers. We did I think we did some other stuff. We rode Monsters Inc. again. We rode Monsters Inc. like 3 times. This is also the day I met Hero and Baymax. If you're Patreon, you'll see that photo on Patreon. And yeah, this is day 4 was also the day I conquered my fear. I rode the Incredicoaster for the first time. Spoiler alert, that's also on the top 5 favorite rides of all time. So, yeah. And of course, we did Soarin' like 5 million times. It's one of our favorites. So, yeah. Alright. Alright, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. We're going back to. Oh, and then we went back to Disneyland for the second half of the day. What did we do? I think we did. Yeah, we did Pirates, and we rode. We ate at Tiana's. That was great. I didn't mention food. I just realized we ate at Pim's that day for lunch. I think. That was great. Plaza Inn is one of our favorite places to eat. We eat Plaza Inn like twice for dinner. Their chicken, spot on. Also, that 70th cake was amazing. I highly recommend you get it. I'm not really into sour stuff, but that sour sweet combo, excellent. I also got the 70th stuff. If you saw that post on Instagram, I don't remember when I got that. Anyway, I'm just looking at the map right now. I'm trying to remember what else we did day 4. Oh, we rode Pirates. I got wet. Yeah. Those of you Disney World people, you're like, I don't remember getting wet. Pirates, you will get wet. Especially if you're sitting in like 2 people in one row. both of you are gonna get wet because I got wet and my grandma sitting next to me, she got wet. The people in row one got soaked. That's why I tell them never row one. That's why I never ride row one because I don't like getting wet. So I don't pirate. If I ride pirates, I say not row one. Uh, so yeah, I think is that what we did? Yeah, I think yeah. So yeah. Oh, and Matterhorn was closed this whole trip. So if you're wondering, where's Matterhorn on that list? Yeah, and we did Small World as well. One that was actually one of the longest things we waited for. We waited like 30 minutes for Small World. We're like, it said 10 minutes on on the tip board, and we're like, why are we waiting? Why are we waiting so long? And of course, I rode. I think was this the day I rode Rise again? Yeah, yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. Here's the back of the map. If you're curious, here you go. Okay, and then day 5 we did pretty much similar stuff, but we hit before we did hit up DCA one more time. We did on the last day. We rode. I think we did Little Mermaid, and then we rode Cars at Night. I highly recommend. Here's the back of this map, by the way. I highly recommend you ride Cars at night if you can. It's a lot better experience at night than it is during the day. And we also had the pastrami that night. The pastrami at Flows is great. Go get yourself pastrami at Flows. Um, well, it's still there. It's for the. I think it's. I don't know if it's just for the summer, or it's for the 70th. I'm not too sure. Somebody will tell me. And then yeah, and then we went back to Disneyland to end our nights. And I forget what else we did. I think we ate at Plaza Inn on our last night, and then we park closed in Toontown of all things. Um, we rode Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway again. I think we rode that ride like 3 times, and then I rode Roger Rabbit. That's the day I rode Roger Rabbit twice because unlike my family, I love riding Roger Rabbit because I'm weird like that. So yeah, and that's kind of a wrap on that vacation. I know I talked for 25 minutes just about the park. I want to talk about a couple other things, park related. Mobile order for food, very easy. Even me, who's never mobile ordered food in his life, it was so easy. And booking lightning lanes, super easy. At least in my opinion, it was super easy. I don't know. Again, we went on a moderately crowded day. I saw Fresh Bake's video. Oh, shout out to Fresh Bake, by the way. He made this vacation a whole lot easier. Go check out his YouTube channel down below in the description. Shout out to him. Anyway, I watched this video of this week in the park. I was like, Jesus Christ, it was packed. It was packed. Let me get a sip of juice. Sorry. I need to drink something before my mouth gets too dry. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm very fortunate to have gotten a moderately crowded week. Not too dead, but also not too packed either. So, again, sorry it's raining in the background. I can't do anything about that. Yeah. Oh, let's talk watercolor happiness. I want to tell you right now, it was the best world of color I've seen in my life. It's the best one they did. When they played Eye to Eye, we all went nuts. It was phenomenal. Um, Go watch it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. They use the version from A Whole New Sound. I can't reach it right now, but I have the record. I'm gonna go spin it up, and I'm probably gonna listen to it. I'm probably gonna watch World of Color Happiness again on YouTube again because it was so good. I did not get a chance to watch Paint the Night or Wondrous Journeys. We were just too busy to do that, but I said if we're doing one show, we have to do World of Color Happiness because I wanted to see the pre-show, and I wanted to see this show because it looked great, and I think it was totally worth waiting. I think we barely made it to. We had that was the perk of having wheelchair. They were just about to rope it off, and we went straight in, parked, and we had an absolutely wonderful view. I know the photos I took of watercolor, they're not so hot. Um, the projections weren't as strong as they used to be. I don't know if that was to deter like videotaping or anything like that. Somebody can tell me in the comments below, but yeah, I don't know, but it was a little bit harder to see. The focus, it was a little bit out of focus, but otherwise, I think it was the greatest show Disney's ever done for watercolor. All right, we're back. We're gonna do top five favorite rides. I'm gonna give you two honorable mentions, and then we're gonna talk about my top five favorite rides in the whole Disneyland Resort. All right, so honorable mention number one is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bumpy. So if you sit next to, especially four people, you're gonna hit the people next to you to your left and your right. So, but still, it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorites. My parents liked it a lot more than they thought they would as well. So, I especially liked Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. By the way, the second time we rode it was almost part closed on the last night, and I didn't realize how close and thick that smoke is. If you've rode it before, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say what I'm talking about, but yeah, that smoke like went through my face. I was like, oh. Anyway, stand back a little bit. That's just my bit of advice. Okay. Honorable mention number two, Peter Pan. Doesn't quite make the list. It's very close. It's one of my personal favorites, but still doesn't quite make the list. I might as well also shout out Toads, a very underrated ride. I really enjoy both of those. All right, so now here's the top five. Number five. Number five for me, Radiator Springs Racers, especially at night. Uh, Looks visually stunning at night. You can kind of see Radiator Springs around you a little bit, and just the craters and the reflections and the lighting at night just looks phenomenal. So if you can get a chance to ride, um, Radiator Springs Racers at night, plus the wait times will be shorter. The only thing that's kind of a bummer about riding Radiator Springs Racers is that it's a three-seater, so that makes the lines actually longer. That's why the wait time for Radiator Springs Racers is the longest in the park usually. So if not one of the longest. So yeah, be careful when you get in that Radiator Springs Racers queue. Uh, that's all I'm saying. Good luck, man. Yeah. All right. Number four, Soren. I love riding Soren. I forgot to mention Soren. That's why I'm re-recording this bit. Soren's one of my favorite rides. It always has been since day one of arriving in the park. It's always been one of our favorites. We rode it, I think, 4 times. So, yeah. Try and ride it early in the morning or late at night if you can. So that's just my bit of advice for you if you want to ride Soarin'. Because if you go even at dinner time or lunchtime, the queue is still going to be uh, through the extended queue. So yeah, yeah. Just a heads up. Soarin's also one of the more longer queues that I've seen. So yeah, try to get a lightning lane for Soarin' or a rope drop or park close it, especially if you're going standby only. So, yeah, Soren's one. My number four spots. My number three spot is going to Indiana Jones. Of course, Indiana Jones is one of my favorites. It always has been one of my favorites. Although riding row one was a bit much. I don't know if I told you guys the story, but we care. Our family carries a backpack with us, and you're allowed to take your backpacks on the rides with you. Um, Especially, I mean, if even like in Credit Coaster, I think you could have taken your backpack on. Um, but yeah. So if you don't know, spoiler alert, close your ears for the next minute. If you haven't rode Indiana Jones Adventure before, close your ears. Um, at at the end of the ride, there's a pretty big. At least it feels like a big drop, especially if you're in the front row. You drop underneath the boulder, the rolling boulder, and you go. So, um, yeah, be careful. And I held the bag on with my thighs for dear life, and I thought I was gonna lose the bag. So, be careful. Be careful when you do ride Indiana Jones in the front row, especially if you're carrying a bag. So, there's my little bit of advice for you. And I was on the left hand side on the driver's side, so if it fell out, it would have fell through and flew out. Wouldn't have padding on the left hand side. Anyway, Indiana Jones, one of my favorites. Number two, the one I screamed the most for in my life. I just mentioned it, the Incredicoaster. Um, I really liked it. I I was very 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 nervous. Like getting in that queue, I was like, oh no. So I booked a lightning lane for Incredicoaster because I wanted to make sure I could get on it. Um, and it's actually really easy with wheelchair too. Indiana Jones and Incredicoaster have this in common. You go up an elevator and you go cross a hallway and then go down an elevator because you you yeah you might have to enter and go over to another side of the track, um, which happens at Indiana Jones and Incredicoaster. So they usually they want you to if you have a wheelchair, they want you to exit, come out the same way you go in, especially because if you go out the different way, you're not going to be able to get your walker or your wheelchair or whatever it is. So, um, yeah, but Incredicoaster, one of the most fun rides I've ever rode in my life. I love the theming. One of my favorites. The most scary part is that launch. You there's no time for breaks. Five, four, three, two, one, boom, you're off. It's like, oh, okay. And the second drop is the most terrifying. I'm gonna say, like I was like, oh my, am I gonna fall out? Yeah, I usually ride with my restraints a little loose, a little bit on the loose side, because I'm a little big. I don't know if you can tell, but when you make it tight, it gets stuck. It gets kind of it is very uncomfortable. If you're skinny, it's not too bad. But like if you're more bigger like me, hi, it's like I look like a superhero now. It's very uncomfortable. So that's just the point I'm trying to make. Anyway, but this one I went all the way down, and I think that was for the best. Yeah. Um. But yeah, Incredicoaster, one of my favorite rides in the park, and the number one spot. I'm pretty sure you guessed it. It's Rise of the Resistance. It's my favorite ride in the park. We rode it twice, and I wish I rode it more. Um, the theming is just on point. I love it. I the sequel trilogy is my least favorite trilogy. I like it more than most, but still, uh, it's my favorite ride in the park. It just the detail and the intricacies of every little moving piece in that on that ride. It's just special. Um, and the cannons were working, if you're wondering. Um, that was an issue that was going on previously, but yeah, it's fixed now. So yeah, Rise of Resistance, number one attraction. Uh, let's go back to me earlier with the old take with me showing you what I picked up. All right, peace. All right, so let's get on with pickups. Let's start off with the t-shirts from Vegas first. I got me. Woohoo! I'm just gonna put these over. Amazing Spider-Man. Cool, love it. Woohoo! Number one. I think I almost got this last time, but they didn't have the right size. But they did this time. Another Star Wars. I think this is the teaser poster for Return of the Jedi. So there you go. Woohoo! Sorry, I just realized I threw it at you guys. Mickey Mouse, absolutely. Prepared for my next Disney trip, whenever that is. I'm gonna hurry this up because I can hear the fans ready to explode on my computer. So, and Pink Floyd. Better. I think it's better to show shirts this way. Of course, the maps. I have more of these. I got Disneyland. They put these on our beds, so I took these with me. And this one. Woohoo! All right. I'm not. I wasn't planning on showing gifts, but this one I will. Spoiler alert for J Hart. He's gonna get a box from me. He wanted this, so picked this up for him. Here you go with the whole gang. Celebrate happy. Absolutely. So this is for J Hart. I got these. You might be like, why? I got a small. Oh, wait, is there anything on this side? It's just the same. Oh, here's the spine. The bag. There you go. Is it the same on this side too? Yeah, I think so. I think it's the same. Okay. Small. I got the medium. And then I think it's the same again. Not too sure. Somebody can tell me. But I also bought. I know this is very impractical. I'm gonna take up the whole freaking frame. But yeah, I couldn't pass on this design. I love it. With Carthay Circle on the side from DCA, and then you got the castle on this side and credit coaster over here. And then here you go again, the detail. I had to pick this up, so I bought one of each. I bought more gifts of these. I'm just gonna show one. This I couldn't pass on. This is mince, but I mainly picked this up for the tin. This is a replica of the original ticket books. Back in the day before, in the 50s and the 60s into the 70s. I think it stopped in the 80s. You used to have to buy a ticket to the park, which is like $1, and then you had to buy tickets for each ride you wanted to do, and that's where the term e-ticket comes from, because e-ticket is the high tech big ride. That's why it's called. The bigger rides are called e-tickets, if you're wondering. So, yeah, I got this. I have gifts for these, but I got one for myself. And now, yeah, let's do shirts now for Disneyland. Okay, woohoo. Ah, yes, this one. I love this. I had to pick this one up. Um, I don't know. I don't think they sell this outside of the parks, but cool. My parents love this shirt, so I had to pick this one up. Yeah. I love it. Okay. Um, although I didn't get a chance to ride it, I love this design, so I just picked it up anyway. Hyperspace Mountain. Again, pardon the very loud rain in the background. And I got two more. Okay, save that one for last. Uh, Avengers Campus. One of the new lands we got to check out, which is great. I loved riding web slingers as much as people don't like it. And of course, I had to commemorate that I was here on the 70th. So, of course, celebrate it. So, yeah, I picked one up for me. Disneyland 70th. Okay. Shall I show you the pins first or the figures first? Okay, yeah. Oh, we got these for free with our vacation plan. We booked through Costco. So, it has a lanyard holder and a pin in there. It's Daisy Duck and Donald Duck in their 70th attire. And I got two of those. Two of those. One is my grandma's. So, but I didn't bother separating them. Okay. Let's show pins, I guess, because they're here. Oh, I forgot to show this. In Vegas, I went to Five Below and I got these. I'm sorry, I'm totally interrupting the flow, but I just remembered that. I don't want to be like, oh crap, you know. Okay. I got pins, tons of pins. Wrong coast, but I love me some Figment. Even though I went to Disney World once, so I picked this one up. Figment in the suit. Okay. I picked one of these up for my buddy too. But I picked one up for me. I couldn't resist, but so I got me another Disneyland 70th. There's two of the same thing in the bag, but yeah, there you go. Hatbox Ghost. Okay. What's this one? I forgot already. Oh yeah, this one. I love this. This isn't park exclusive, I think, but yeah, Darkwing Duck on a spring ride. This was the most expensive pin I bought, but I couldn't resist. It's Darkwing Duck, and as I said, Indiana Jones is one of my favorite rides, so I picked this one up. Mickey and Donald on Indiana Jones. Again, I'm probably gonna have to talk louder, even though my voice is kind of going. Okay. How many pins are in here? It feels kind of heavy. Oh yeah, this one. That's why it's heavy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. After riding Incredicoaster, I bought this because to commemorate that I actually rode my first loop coaster. Woohoo! So I bought. My dad actually treated me that one, and then I got Fantasmic, one of my favorite shows. Even though I didn't get a chance to see it, I bought me a pin of it anyway. And here's the last one. I think this is all. Yeah, that's all of my pins. And I got one of Batu, of course, with the Millennium Falcon. Smuggler's Run. That was a fun ride, Millennium Falcon. But damn, is it hard to control. Okay. So that's it for... Oh, wait, no. One more thing. I had to pick... I didn't only buy one. I bought two. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be giving this one away or not, but I had to pick it up. It looks cool, and I didn't have a chance to build a droid like I wanted to. So, Yeah, I substituted for this instead because I didn't have time. Look at that baby. So in the 70th colors, as you can see, this is kind of the 70th colors. 70th colors, as you can kind of see, it's kind of that color style. So yeah, we're gonna switch to phone camera. I'm gonna show you three tapes. I'm spoiling it. Three tapes and bonus unboxing, and we're gonna call it a day. All right, I'll see you there. All right, we're back. As I said, we had to switch cams because I'm gonna show you physical media stuff. These three are mine. I got one for Jay Hart, but you'll see it in his upcoming video in about 2 or 3 weeks, depending how long it takes the box to get there and for me to send it. Anyway, yeah. Chuck Norris, Missing in Action 2, The Beginning. Pick this one up for me. There's nothing on the spine. This is my first MGM big box tape, so I had to pick it up. This was at a gaming store, of all things. I was like, I don't know if I should buy these, but I did. So this is mine. Chuck Norris. I don't have a beta deck, but I bought it anyway. Kelly's Heroes. Again, I rarely see betas out in the wild anyway, so again, the typical MGM UA stuff. Cast Clint Eastwood film. This one actually has a week print date. November 27th, 1984. Cool. And this one we're going to open up. Kiss, live in Las Vegas. I think this is a bootleg, but I want to watch this. I want to watch this just to see what this is. So it's 100 minutes. They had like 5 of these on the shelf, so I was like, I'll just pick one up for me. Excuse me. Again, live in Las Vegas. As I bought this in Las Vegas. I don't know if this is a bootleg or what. Give me a second. I need to cut through this. Okay, we're in. I usually don't unseal tapes, but this is a special occasion where I actually want to watch this. So, pardon the crickets. I don't know what's going on. Tape. No print date, no nothing. I'm going to give this a watch eventually. Unfortunately, we don't have any CEDs, but spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you what this is. You guys can guess what this is. I don't even have to tell you, and you know what this is. Laserdisc. Give me a second. Okay. Cut through. This is like bubble wrapped like 5 times. I have my Avengers Campus shirt on to open this for some reason. But yeah. They like bubble wrapped this like 5 times. Okay, look at this. Paper mess. Woo-hoo. Just for one movie. You might be able to read what that says. I love this movie. I got it for dirt cheap. James Cameron, one of the first AC3 laser discs ever made. James Cameron, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I don't know if I'm giving it away. 94 film. Come on. Come on. There we go. It's gonna pick up the shrink. Okay. Wow. I'm having a hard time getting this out of here. Nope, give me a second. Yeah, look at the amount of bubble wrap. I'll reuse it. I love this movie. True Lies on LD. 2 discs, of course. I love this movie. Arnie and Jamie Lee Curtis. If you haven't watched it, it's a fun movie. As I said, one of the first AC3 movies. Because this, I think, came out like March 93, 95. Came out just in time to get an AC3 release. Front, spine, the back. Whoa. It's not good. Yes, the scene where they blow up the bridge. I love this movie. Oh yeah, Tia Carrere's in this movie. I forgot. And the scene with them in the hotel room. I love it. I love this movie because it's fun. It doesn't fully take itself 100%, 100% seriously. This is a fun movie. It's not meant to be, serious all the time. Sorry about that. It's the bad angle. It's just the label's the wrong way. I'm trying to make it nice for you guys. Okay. Side 1, for whatever reason, it was on this side, not this side. Side 2. This is one of my favorite Cameron movies and one of my favorite Schwarzenegger movies as well. Just because of how much fun it is. Side 3, which is CLV, which is interesting. And this side has the Omega Sector logo, which is cool. So, yeah, that's it, guys. I know this has been like a 45-minute to an hour-long video. I apologize, but yeah. Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Actually, outro. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back for the outro. If you could, please subscribe to the channel. It does help us out a lot. We're at 429 subscribers and 279 hours worth of views. Let's try to get to 4,000 hours worth of views and 1,000 subscribers. Please return back to the channel every Tuesday for pickups or some video. Every Tuesday. Alright. Also, check out the eBay store. I almost said Patreon. Not too much up right now. I only had about 10 items. This is more than half on your screen right now. So, this is about 2/3 of what I have right now. I don't have very much on the store. More stuff coming soon when I go thrifting. We'll see. I also, yeah. So, yeah. We'll see. Go check out the eBay store. Deliveries whenever. We'll see. And also check out Patreon. Another way you guys can support the channel. Again, sorry if I'm stuttering and I'm losing my mind. Another way you guys can support the channel. It's $1 a month for early access to videos like this one. And you get one exclusive thing a month. Or for $9 a month, you get 2 mystery movies. 4 for 2 months sent to your door. Plus everything you get with the $1 tier. Sorry, really issue. Everything is about 48 hours for early access on videos, typically. Like this video you see here. I usually, if I do it early, I might put this video up even earlier for patrons. We'll see. But I got some cool stuff for patrons. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for June and July or August. We'll see. I'll figure it out somehow. We can work it out. As one Paul McCartney once said. And yeah, go check out Patreon. Great way you can support me and the channel out, as well as the eBay store. Alright, I'm going to cut this short. And finally, check out the YouTube music channel I have right here. Another way you guys can support the channel. That is the one channel I have monetized for now, that I actually can earn money on. So if you watch the videos you see on your screen here, I get a little kickback. It's not too much, but I get a slight kickback. So yeah, I gratefully appreciate it if you check those out. Thank you very much for watching this long video. Promotion out. Alright. So, I did promise to talk about what videos are coming soon. I shall tell you now, actually. I have the R50 box set to review. I have another box set coming to me that I got for dirt cheap. And then I have a big box set coming my way. So 3 box set reviews coming your way. I'm not going to say what they are. I'm going to keep them a mystery and a surprise for you guys. You'll find out as soon as you do. Also, the guy that I sold my hi-fi gear to, my broken ones, is going to give me some laser discs. So I'm going to go pick those up probably next week. I don't know when that video will be made. And of course, I have the Laserdisc and Me history video that I promised. Partial history of Laserdisc, partial history of my connection to the format and stuff like that. How I love the format, how much this player I have over here doesn't work. Well, it kind of does, but that's besides the point. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on. Plus, of course, I'm going to try and thrift some more. We'll see. So we got a ton of videos coming your way. As I said, I have like 5 videos planned already in my head what I'm gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do about unboxings and stuff. I think I have a couple boxes coming my way besides those boxes I mentioned to you already. Whew, my mouth is really tired after doing all that talking. I had to do a couple of takes of the video itself as this. You notice when I'm tired, I talk faster. I don't know why I do that, but I do that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go hit the hay. I'm tired. Hope you guys enjoyed this very long, hour-long special. I do very much thank you for sticking around. If you have any questions about Disney or Vegas or upcoming videos, hash them down below. Or if you have contacted me, you can send me a message. Alright. Take care, everybody. I'll see you guys soon. Peace, everybody.